Well, welcome to The Outside Man. Another episode of pure, what do we call ourselves?
Brilliance.
Armchair commentary.
Soothsayers of
dialogue.
Viewing goals.
purveyors of fine rugby league content.
We're just a couple of blokes that like talking footy and decided to start recording it.
A couple of blokes not in a bar.
We're not in a bar.
Couple of blokes in a shed.
If you know, you know. But thank you for joining us. We are up to it is grand final week. Can you believe it? We're here.
What happened?
And we've got all the gosh to talk about the weekend that was. On the panel, we've got Jetty over there on the left. How you going, Jetty?
Yep, go the Lions.
Go the Lions, yes. Matto, how you going?
Excellent.
Jace, you're good?
I'm okay.
Yeah, good stuff. If you are a follower of our podcast, we appreciate you and we thank you for that. If you are not, would you do us a favour by liking and subscribing?
Yeah.
I've always wanted to say that. I've finally done it. And because it means a lot to us.
Because remember, if we don't get by 100 by the end of the year, this is it.
Oh, you're moving to New Zealand, aren't you?
Yeah. Matt's moving to Perth.
Yeah.
Jason's moving to
Cronulla.
And you're moving to North Korea.
Jeez, I'm in trouble.
Jeez, you drew the short straw.
Yeah.
We're on Spotify
I
too.
think I won that.
We're on Spotify too, so if you're on Spotify, you can like us on there as well. Have I missed anything? Have I done a good enough job?
Follow. No, that was good.
Okay.
Yeah, all right.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, you can come back next week.
Yes. Well, we'll wait till the end of the episode before we declare that sort of thing.
All right.
Well, do we get straight into the games? I don't know if there's any controversies for us to
Well, the
talk about,
controversies are in the games.
They're in the games.
Yeah,
so
they're
should we just
in
go
the
straight
games.
into
Controversial games.
Well, we're going to do a little bit of an open here anyway.
Yeah. Did you have any random statistics?
No. Well, no.
I've got one.
Only in the games. They'll come.
So apparently, the scale between us as a human and the size of the universe is the same as us to a hydrogen atom.
Ooh.
So explain that.
So
Yeah,
us
can you dumb
to
that down for me?
a hydrogen atom
Yeah.
is the same as us to the universe. If the universe was us, and
Oh,
we were
okay.
hydrogen.
Scale in size.
Yeah, so we're in the middle. So
Oh,
there you go.
okay, yeah.
Someone fact checked me. I don't know. I was told that and it sounded pretty impressive, but
Yeah. Would it matter that my head's a bit bigger than yours?
no,
Oh, okay.
no, it wouldn't make it. Not on that sort of
Still
scale.
gone over my head. But yeah, thanks, Matt.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
I don't know where
I realised what you were
that.
talking about because I brought the statistic about how long it takes to drive to the sun.
Well, in
Yeah.
Star Trek, warp 8 is 1,874 times the speed of light.
What's warp 8?
Mm.
That's just the speed.
1,874 times the speed
There
of
you
light.
go.
Yeah, there you go.
I have
So
no
now you know something.
There you go.
Why don't you
Yeah.
bring
Google
that
it.
up at a dinner party?
All right, well, let's get on to this week.
For a party?
The last week of the... Are they prelims?
Yeah,
Well, it's just
prelims.
week 3 or
Prelims, I
finals.
guess.
Yeah.
Finals.
Yep. Last
semi-finals.
weekend of September.
So Storm took on Sharks at Amy Park on Friday.
And I have to apologise, guys, as the last member of this crew that had a team
You let us
still
down.
in the NRL. I've let you guys down.
Yeah.
We're out, so we are
Well,
no longer represented.
My prediction of Sharks winning the grand final this year went
Has
out the
gone
window.
But
But
who did Jed say would be in the grand final?
who did
Yeah.
Jed say?
I actually
did
got
Jed
something
say?
right for once in my life.
Broncos Storm, he
Broncos
said.
Storm, and he said Bronx winner too at the start of the
Yes.
season.
So-
So it'll be interesting to see who he tips later on. We're going to hold you in suspense, so you have to keep watching to see who Jed tips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So what were our thoughts on this game? My personal opinion was it was a little bit of a bludger.
Yeah, I didn't think it was that good of a game. Like, I didn't fall asleep, but I lost interest in it.
There were a lot of penalties.
Mm.
I think it was it 22 penalties in the first half?
It was 22 overall. It was 22 minutes of play
22 minutes of play.
Yeah.
in the first half.
Yeah.
And they only made, 6 and 7 errors.
yeah.
So,
So there was 18 penalties overall, 9 apiece, but then there was 3 ruck infringements against the Sharks and 2 against the Storm. So all up, there was 24. 24, I've got that right? 18, 21, 24, 23. 23 penalties / ruck infringements. Stoppages in the game.
Yeah.
which
Which is ridiculous.
took the excitement factor out of it. I think.
Absolutely ridiculous.
The air out of it.
Yeah. And so,
But I mean, if you look at the time of possession, it did improve. So 29 minutes to the Storm, 25 minutes to the Sharkies, which is 54 minutes all up, which is still, like, it'll be interesting to compare both games. But what were they doing for the other 26 minutes of the game?
but when they're competing at 87%,
yeah, in both
that's
teams.
hardly any errors.
Yeah, both teams completed 87%.
That's you would think
a lot
there'd
of
be
missed.
more game time. And there wasn't like 50-0. It was, there were a couple of tries at the end, but really it was 4 tries to 3.
Play the ball speed was pretty equal, 3.44 to 3.53.
Which was quite slow.
Yeah.
Storm were lying a lot in the ruck.
Yeah, but it was only 0.1 more.
Yeah.
But it was more notable, that 0.1 of a second. But, yeah.
I know the Storm won, but did they impress you guys?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like, I hated it.
Yeah.
Hated it. That kick over the top for Pappenhausen's try was like everything that's perfect about rugby league.
It was old school.
It was planned.
Yeah.
And it was spontaneous at the time. They noticed the fullback wasn't there. They pulled it off.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, that was just
Yeah.
awesome.
Greatest game on earth.
A few things that I do want to note out is that, yes, the Sharks need to buy a good fullback, like a high-class fullback.
Just a crap fullback will do.
Yeah.
Just something.
Yeah, like Kennedy has his moments.
Do you know what? He made a few tackles.
Yeah, he did make a few tackles.
I didn't know he could.
But I just mean, like, he's not going to create a play. He's not a Reece Walsh or a Teddy DeGesco. He's not one of those guys. And the other thing that I'll say about Nico Hines is, yet again, in a big game, he folds.
Was the Canberra game a big game?
Yes, it was, but this was bigger.
Okay. Was the Roosters game a big game, an elimination final? Which of those 2 games did he not perform in?
He performed in those 2, but...
So 2 out of 3. Did Teddy perform in the elimination final?
Oh, no.
He's won 2 grand finals, thank you.
Okay, yeah, I'm just talking about the last 3 games.
I see what you're saying, Jed.
Yeah.
I hear what you're saying.
I see what you're
that's a bit
saying.
unfair.
Because it's kind of like, yeah.
He was a little bit off.
He wasn't...
I think it was...
I think it was crap. I'm just arguing with you.
Yeah. It was the pressure.
When he dropped that ball, I was livid.
And especially because the Sharks all week came out and were like, everyone hates us, we're going to show them. And they talked the talk during the week, including Nico. Nico was one that came out and said, we're going to show you who's boss kind of thing.
Where this hate is. I haven't seen any of this.
Well, and they've come out and they're like, oh, no one gives us a chance, no one gives us this. And well, they lost another final. Like, they haven't...
Yeah.
And so that's why people keep talking about them. And for Nico to come out and talk the talk, he didn't walk the walk, that's for sure. That's what I think you're saying. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in saying that, like, back to Will Kennedy quickly, he missed Jerome Hughes in broken play. It was second phase play, but when he scored that try, Kennedy was over here, and by the time Hughes got through, Kennedy just didn't even have a chance of getting close to him. Bless you, Jed. Didn't have a chance to even get close to him. And it was one of those things was like, I don't see a Dylan Edwards missing that tackle on Hughes, or at least even attempting to tackle Hughes. I don't see a Teddy missing that. Like, that's what we're talking about with Will Kennedy, is being in the right spot at the right time. His basics are okay. He can catch a ball. He can pass a ball sometimes. But, like, it's the basics of being at the right spot, reading the plays. Two of Melbourne's tries were because Kennedy was not in the right spot. And I think that's...
The game at the moment, you need your fullback to fire to win a big game.
Oh, yeah.
And that's why you see so many great fullbacks, because you need that.
He's unsigned, isn't he, too? You haven't re-signed him for next year, is that right?
I thought it was 26 he wasn't signed for, but then I heard that today. But we let Kay Dykes go.
Yeah.
So
and that was not a smart move.
I don't know. We've got Eason there.
Yeah.
Liam Eason.
Yeah.
So maybe here's what they're looking at, but you probably need another one. So Melbourne beat us last year. I think it was 36-4. So I'm disappointed we lost, but I'm also quite happy that we are a step closer. And we're probably just one great player away from competing. Mind you, like, in all the haters towards Nico, if Nico scores that try, that he put him through that.
Yeah.
I'll go as far to say as Pappenhausen doesn't hit him in the head, and he scores that try. That's a different beast because he gets a try assist and then kicks the goal.
There was a bit of favouritism in this game too towards the Sharks at one point there when Trindle rushed out of the line and shoulder charged Jerome Hughes in the face.
What a joke, eh? So Trindle gets a penalty, but Hazelton gets knocked out. Plays 4 minutes of the game. That's not a penalty. But when it's the Sharks, it's a penalty.
It was weird that Starling got nothing last week, and then that was a penalty.
I'm happy for the penalty. I'm just saying that the week before it was ridiculous.
Well, inconsistency.
The inconsistency is ridiculous. How do you judge those two pretty much the same instances differently? Like I'm so glad he didn't get picked.
One, the guy gets knocked out.
Yeah. One, the guy's gone. He's gone.
And he's a big unit.
But that one, Hazelton one, I can't see it being an intentional head butt.
Yeah.
It was head.
Yeah.
It was.
I don't think. Trindle's not
touch.
intentionally. You don't intentionally try and smack your head.
I don't know. Trindle looked like he was intentionally trying to take Hughes out.
I think he's trying to take him out, but I don't think he was trying to head clash him.
And the other thing I'll quickly say is that your goal kicking was not great. Like I know you had a couple of kicks from the sideline.
Sharks.
I've never missed a goal.
Have you ever had to attempt
He's never taken one.
Sorry?
But
But
like I know that way from the sideline, but
no, that sucked. I agree.
Yeah.
Mind you, they scored one try at full time, so I know it flattered. It should have been 22-10 or.
Melbourne scored at the 74th minute as well, so we were pretty close.
I think the point, I don't think the goal kicks changed the game.
Yeah,
you're right. Goal kicks are important. But
You know what changed the game? 55 dummy passes to Melbourne.
I was waiting for someone to talk about
7 to Sharks.
Jace, that's when you call Fitzy this week. That's what you need to talk about.
Well, I think that's Brayley's department, isn't it? The dummy and run. But that's the penalties and the slowness of the ball.
There was a lot of one-up plays. There was a lot of one-up plays.
Yeah, actually, one thing that I'll quickly say is that
say it, Jen.
Bailey tried his absolute heart out, and it was like as soon as he would come out of dummy half.
Brady.
I was letting that
Brayley Sirinen?
Yeah.
Braden Brayley.
Yeah. There was no support with him. Like he would get out of dummy half, but there was no one actually pushing up.
Yeah, we need Teddy.
With him. Like you need someone going back through that ruck, attacking that A defender, and then you
know what you should do? DCE to 7, Nico to fullback, Kennedy.
I hate this.
Isn't he
Sydney
at the
Bears?
Sharks? Isn't he going to the Roosters? Sorry,
I can't stand DCE.
Have you signed DCE?
No, we haven't yet.
No one has.
What the heck is going on?
I don't know what's going on.
That would be a good fit.
That derailed Manly's entire season, and it didn't even happen.
Didn't even happen.
Yeah. Anyway, we're not here to talk about.
I'm telling
Manly.
you, DC to 7, Nico back to fullback.
All right, so we didn't say it. It has to be said.
Mm-hmm.
The amount of penalties in this game. Did we say it from Ashley
we said it. Yeah, we've said it.
Just
Insanity.
Ruined what could have been a really exciting game. Jerome Hughes.
Jeez, he looked good.
Played that game 2 weeks after he broke his arm.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Pretty well.
He is.
Did he come off late
superstar.
though?
Yeah, right at the end.
He came off at the end, yeah. But he was he fended someone to score that try.
Yeah.
Obviously, he was a dud defender. But yeah. So
and Stefano was huge.
Yeah.
Every one of his runs, he poked his head through.
Yeah.
Like he was busting through the line.
The
problem with him is he has one of those games and then he goes missing for a few. So
like the first stint he did, the second stint he didn't.
Yeah, he missed. He went. That's where he missing.
But the first he aimed up.
Yeah.
That was good. Well, I'm really happy that we blooded some good players. Burns.
He tried his
Billy
heart out.
Burns and Colhoun had a really good run. Brayley's had a good go at captain now. Iro's had another great season. So I think we're just a good
definitely
fullback.
be in the top 6 next year.
Fullback away from top 4, and we do all right.
I think Melbourne changed their attacking. So everyone's expecting Melbourne to kick the Coats They
They
didn't.
just ran
They
through
didn't.
the
They
middle.
didn't
I
do
think he
it.
only got one.
He scored one, but it wasn't a kick. It was,
I mean kicks to his corner.
So Melbourne are thinking ahead of it, like we spoke about Gutho and the Sharks at the start of the season, how they were going Gutho, and then all of a sudden one game, Gutho was the decoy. I think Melbourne are going, well, they know what our plan is, and so leading up to the grand final, they've just bypassed the kick to Coates. So Bronx, if you're watching, Madge,
And I think that's
I reckon
a good plan.
the kick to Coates is coming this week.
Yep.
You heard it
Maybe,
here
but
first.
also that with Haas and Jensen in the middle, running through there might be a good...
Payne missed
A good,
0 tackles this week, though.
He missed 0, but I don't think he has... He's just too big to have lateral.
That's my prediction. I reckon
Yeah.
they'll kick to Coates this week against
Kick to
the Broncos.
Warbrick was sensational.
Yeah, he's been good coming back. The Storm. This is their strongest team. Like this is the first time this team which is their set
The
team.
Spine. I don't think the
Yeah,
Spine's played since.
Like I think they've only played 5 games
Yeah.
together this season.
They always do this, Melbourne, don't they? They always just.
I think
shape
you
up.
always forget how good Pappenhausen is. When
He
you say,
was
hey,
so
name
good.
the top 5 fullbacks, you never include Pappenhausen.
Yeah.
Why is
But because he keeps getting injured.
that's a good.
He's
But-
unlucky not to play Origin. Right?
But when he clicks, him and Hughes and then Munster and Grant, like that spine.
Spine, and then the off the bench, like Kama Kamiko, Alec
He had a
McDonald,
couple of really strong runs. Tui.
Sean Blaw, and then Wishart just came on and danced around towards the end as well. He can play anywhere, so they got a really strong team. Like
Yep.
they are favourites for the grand final.
Yeah.
They should be favourites.
You know,
too.
the that last run from Harry Grant, he did a dummy half run. I can't remember him doing too many, but he did that one. We got about 20 metres, and then that set up that Coates try in that corner. You know, I think that's was missing from this game, particularly because he was quite doing that
Go
last
on.
game he was in.
I've got a bold prediction.
Spit it
Ooh.
out.
Craig Bellamy's going to pick Nelson for the grand final.
I still don't think he's available.
I,
is he?
I thought he's available for this
I thought he
weekend.
got done for 3 games.
Maybe.
I thought it was a 3-game ban,
okay.
and they didn't play. They only played the first week of finals, and then they got to skip.
Oh, okay.
So I don't think he's available.
Oh, damn it.
You'd be stupid.
Would you risk it anyway?
Well, that's a guaranteed sin bin.
Yeah, it's it's it.
Why would you?
The biscuit.
And incorrect play the ball.
Oh,
Do
And
you
head
know,
highs
do you
and
know who
shoulder
does
charges.
incorrect play the ball
Pray.
every time? Yo.
Isaiah Yo, yes.
He never ever
you.
puts his foot on the ball.
Thank you,
Not
Jace.
once.
I saw it so many times
I
yesterday.
don't know who pointed it out last week, but whoever
Yeah.
pointed it out, I was watching. I'm like, the dude just never does
You know
it.
the other thing Penrith do is they're never square at marker.
Generally, they win, but not this week.
Oh, and I've got another
They
thing
never
about.
square at marker.
Well,
There
let's
was
go to
one
the-
that
Okay,
Liam
let's go to the
Martin
second
did.
game.
All right.
No, just one more thing about
Right.
Melbourne,
One more thing.
because we're picking things apart. Melbourne always move off the mark
Yes, they
to
stepped
play
to the
ball.
side.
They
Yeah.
always step to the
Yeah.
side, and you can't get around to be marker.
Yep.
And that infuriates me.
Yep.
Are they
Okay.
allowed to do that?
They're not
Not
supposed
really.
to.
Well, why aren't they getting
Normally
picked up?
they would make them move back and stand there because it's unfair for the marker.
You know
But
the
they've
other
just realised they're not getting penalised for it, so they do it.
Just do it. You know the other thing that really annoys me too is when the attackers run in and there's 2 guys or 3 defenders tackling him, but then 1 or 2 on the attacking side come in and then push them over or push them forward and stuff like that. Like
You're allowed to do that though.
you're not the attackers aren't allowed to touch the defenders.
Oh,
in a
attackers.
tackle.
No, you're not allowed to touch your defenders, but you can push your attacking
and
player.
Melbourne, another
Yeah,
point,
but a
always
lot-
get up and push the marker.
Yeah, but
Harry
a lot of the
Grant
times what
is
you'll see is
always,
the
yeah.
attacking team will come around the other side and pull them off or push them. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
That's a penalty every day of the
But
week.
see,
It's not rugby union, guys.
When the only thing I'll counteract that with is when a player's getting dragged over the sideline, you'll see the attacking team get their guys on the opposite side, and they're pushing defenders to try and keep them in too.
yeah, I
So
get
it does
that,
happen.
but it's in the normal,
No, but
normal
it's-
run of the play.
It's not. They're not always pushing. They're pulling the defenders off.
Yeah,
Oh, I've seen them push. I've seen them get
I've seen
them
them push
between
as
the
well, but-
sideline.
Yeah.
that
But-
infuriates
But
me.
when you're in a try,
No, sorry. I'm not saying in your thing. I'm saying in his
Yeah,
point.
yeah.
They come around and pull them.
in a try scoring situation, you are not allowed. If you're the attacking team,
You're not allowed to
allowed to
touch.
touch anyone in defence or attack. over the line, you gets taken off you. So I've got a couple of gripes about the next game and the play the ball as well too. So we'll get to them as well. So let's go to the next game. It's the Broncos
Actually,
16.
Can we take a quick break?
Yeah, let's take a break.
I need to reset one of the cameras.
Yeah, let's do that. The next game, Broncos 16, Panthers 14, in front of 52,492. That's 8 off capacity. Where were those 8 people?
Obviously not there.
Well, I tried to get the tickets, I couldn't get them.
That is incredible. We've all watched Origins at Suncorp. I've been to an Origin at Suncorp. Hearing that crowd yesterday through the TV was
loud.
They reckon the stands were shaking. I saw an article today.
Yeah, I know.
The stands were shaking, and so what an atmosphere. Obviously, second half it was shaking, but Panthers obviously got up to a 14-0 lead and then got chased down towards the end in an upset, huge upset. The dynasty is done. Well, I should say for now the dynasty's done, but
the dynasty, the grand final
streak
run.
Can we just quickly take a moment of reflection to understand what we've just witnessed for the past 5 years?
Like,
do you want a moment of silence?
Yeah.
I don't think it needs that.
Yeah.
I don't think it needs that. But just like I don't think we'll ever see anything like that ever again. Like, and I'm not a Panthers fan. In fact, when they started winning the first year or two, I hated them. But it was just tall poppy syndrome. I'll put my hand up and say that. But I've begun respecting them every year that they've gone on to win. I don't want them to win. I'm sick of them winning. But you've got to admire what they've built over in the mountains there in New South Wales.
Yeah.
And well done, Penrith, on your dynasty. And they may be back next year. Like, let's be real. But
they're 2 points off.
2 points off, and it's a heck of dynasty. So I don't know if you guys wanted to add anything to that, but
Yeah. I think
done.
for them this season, I think it was almost like, they were running last halfway through the round 10, I think it was, and
12,
then they had to win all these games, and then they had a couple of average games. I think they didn't play great against the Dragons. I think there was another loss in there, and I think it's sort of like, it's just hard to stay up for that long when every team's coming against you. So
if they got in the top 4 this year,
I think they win.
They probably win this game.
You saw that towards the end of this game, they started to just really fatigue, and Broncos had that week off.
Yeah.
And they had the fresher legs towards the end of that game, and that's the power of having the week off, right? Is they effectively got up in that game because of that week off.
You know what it was actually, Callum?
What was it? Toilet water?
Well, that. And also the sun started to set.
Exactly. It's exactly what happened, Jace.
It just continues to be proven correct.
I want to quickly
talk
about the play the ball. One thing that grinded my gears is it didn't happen every time, but it happened a lot. Penrith, when the Broncos play the ball, Penrith get their knees into the ruck area, but they do it so subtly that the ref doesn't have time to see it, and the Broncos player's trying to get up, and he sort of has to step back and then play the ball because there's a knee in his face. Yeah, they do it so much, they get away with it, and fair play to them for getting away with it. But I just thought I'd bring that to everyone's attention. It's something I noticed a lot of yesterday.
Mitch Kenny is the one.
It's
Mitch
worst.
Kenny. He'll get on your skin.
Like, I'm going to have my own little segment here.
Oh, okay. We didn't know that.
I'll have a break. Do you
want us to leave?
Well, I'll tell you what. If it goes awry, I can just edit it out. So if you're sitting at home watching this segment right now,
you're still watching
passes.
All right, Jed, fire away.
Okay, the first thing that I'll say is that...
How many things can I just find out?
Jason, you got to let me have my time to shine.
He doesn't, but yeah.
For the first time that I've seen in a long time, that refereeing performance against the Broncos was absolutely pathetic. Like, there was a forward pass that then led to a Panthers try. Oh, there were 2, were there?
Well, there was 2 blatant ones.
Yeah,
the rest were flat.
That was an absolute disgrace. Like, I just think as a game, as people, we've got to be better. Like...
We've got to be better, or the refs have got to be better? I actually said this in the group chat, right? That yes, penalties are a problem, but it shouldn't be an excuse for sloppy players.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
if the players want less penalties, they need to give the less opportunity for the refs to blow a penalty. Do you know what I'm saying? They need to sharpen their game up
Yeah.
so that the ref doesn't have to blow a
Yeah,
penalty. Like,
I mean...
you can't sit there and say, oh, there was too many penalties, when half of them were justified because the players...
But in every set, there's an opportunity for a penalty.
play the ball.
There's an opportunity. So, like, I hear you, but I don't think it's, like, completely possible
Oh, I reckon it could be.
every moment.
No,
I reckon they can definitely, a lot of players can sharpen up.
Yeah.
And it depends on their
It's like a chef. Does the chef sharpen his
And the
knives?
interpretation of how long you can hold someone down for, too.
I don't.
Like, the ref
Well,
changes that every week.
The
So
Bronx,
how do you-
Bronx play the ball speed was 3.53 seconds and the Panthers was 3.2 seconds. Sorry, Jed. It's still...
Yeah.
We've just...
Sorry,
sorry,
keep going,
Jed. Go
Jed.
ahead.
Yeah.
Second
And the other thing that I'll say is, okay,
Oh, can I rebut that? No, you keep going.
we're not in a court. Okay, I was watching the game with a couple of friends of mine,
Oh, congratulations.
and they're all Pony supporters. And when the Panthers were leading, you know, this is typical Broncos supporters.
I know exactly what you're going to say.
Like, they start turning against, you know, they say, oh, you know, this game's a rot. They only want Penrith to win. You know, like, the world's against us. And they start arguing and stuff like that. Like, shut up! Watch the game. And, like,
Yeah.
honestly, like,
Good,
it infuriates me.
Yeah, but
That's
I think
a fine moment
you
of YouTube just there.
I think you're looking at it from the view of just the Broncos fans. Like every team does that. Every
Yeah, but those
game.
Broncos supporters are the worst. Go to Centrelink, seriously.
Is that a fact or a feeling?
feeling. That's a big feeling.
I think all of them.
All right,
are
have-
feeling.
They were
Count to 10.
definitely, of the 50-50 calls went Penrith's way. How Liam Martin didn't get sin bin for being third man in and throwing a punt.
Shibasaki was the third man in.
You're the only
He
person.
got there.
You're
Let's
the
watch
only
it.
person
Let's
who
turn it
thinks-
on and watch the
You're
clip.
the only person who thinks that. Everyone thought
Watch the
Nathan
clip.
Cleary should have been binned as well because he was tackled fairly. I've got a screenshot.
I
of
still
his,
disagree with your screenshot.
The
but anyway.
screenshot shows his foot on the ground and contact from Mam. So
Do you
there
want
was
to pause
Watch it
recording?
live.
Do you want to pause the recording and we'll watch it?
We can pause it and watch it.
You wanna
Yeah,
do
I'll
that?
play it.
All right.
You can have a
We'll
look.
pause it and we'll watch
All
it.
right,
We'll be back.
let's watch. Shibasaki is there before Martin.
So, welcome back. You've just, you have missed a fair bit of controversy here, but we did get to the bottom of it. Shiba did not throw a punch. We did watch the replay.
It was a push like this
in
and
the
a bit of
face,
this,
but it was
bit of
nothing.
Sorry. My argument was always that Shiba came maybe 0.2 of a second later than Martin,
After, yeah.
but he did the same thing. He did exactly the same thing,
didn't punch
and
like
you
Martin.
guys want Martin to get sin bin.
Yes.
But
And
I'm
Cleary.
saying if he goes, Shibasaki goes too.
I would
That's
have
what I said. That's what I said live.
I would have been happy for Mam and Cleary and Martin to go to the bin.
Wow.
and
Right.
not Shivya, who ran in at the same time.
Fourth man in.
Yeah.
Fourth man is not a thing.
Jace, if you poll...
Far out.
Jace, let's just talk real for a second. Not take the feelings out of it. Let's talk facts. If you polled...
I'm talking facts.
We looked
I'm
at...
saying-
Jason, we just looked at the footage.
We looked at the footage, and I am still adamant that he came in.
No, you said...
0.2 of a second slower than Martin, maybe, but it's still the same action.
You said he punched him.
Well, I still
Do you-
think it's a
he didn't
strike.
punch
Do you say?
Oh.
Do you send four guys to the bin in that situation, or is it just Cleary because Cleary was the?
Why is it the...
Punched him
Yeah,
in the
well,
face.
Cleary punched him, so maybe Cleary gets
Why
sent.
is it the expert commentators and everyone else that...
I don't know why.
Why
I
are they
don't
all
know.
saying...
I don't
Is
know,
that
but
not-
I'm still arguing that he ran in and did the same action of Martin.
Controversy.
If that was
What do you
Cronulla,
reckon,
would
Jed?
you be saying... If Shiba played for Cronulla, would you be saying he should have been sent?
Absolutely, I'm not. I'm saying it was this. If
All right, we're gonna
Martin
move on.
played for the opposite, I'm saying it's the same thing.
We're going to move on.
All right,
'cause-
Jed's got something
Talking to a
important.
wall.
Okay, I'll say,
Oh, did we
yes,
pause Jets?
I believe that there should have been sin bins, but the thing that I liked about it was that, how do I say it, like, if players got sent to the bin, it would have ruined the product.
That's a good point. Do you know what? There's a part of me that's glad that no one got sent to the bin. But
do it all year then.
Yeah, that's exactly
Do
right.
it. Every team has a fair shot.
What bugs me more, the lack of consistency, or the fact that they would have sent a guy to a bin and ruined the game? Like, half of me was like, I'm glad that they didn't, but then I'm like, wow, but there's no consistency.
If that was a Titans Newcastle round 27 game,
gone.
There's no 27 rounds.
And to rule out bias
this year.
Oh, was that?
To rule out
27
bias.
rounds.
Oh, okay.
To rule out bias.
doesn't matter.
To rule out bias on my behalf, I believe Willison should have been binned for his cannonball tackle.
He should have.
And how he did not. How did he not get cited for that?
He did. He got
$1,000.
Well, that's just ridiculous.
And do you know why? Because his contact did just above the knee level. But
it was still very dangerous.
That was their excuse. But I still think it was. I still think it was a sin. If it was a regular game, sin bin. But they've reffed this game differently than what they have.
And I think he should have at least got a week for that.
Yeah,
well,
and
it goes off prize.
It
goes off. We did this the other week.
There is the argument there for that too.
Was it intentional or was it reckless?
It was intentional.
Definitely
Intentional. He went in. He saw it. He's like, "Oh, knees," and he went in. So
but there was no injury.
But Matthew.
There was a chance.
Matthew, well, you've been called by Matthew. Look out.
What are you?
Okay,
what
so
are you fired up about?
the real controversy is that 2 elite teams get ref differently to 2 bottom teams because of their elite status.
Oh, well, let's say 2 elite teams get refed different to the other 2 elite teams.
Yeah,
that's true too.
Jace. Yep.
Like
the Broncos Raiders game.
yeah.
No, well, and the Sharks.
So that's
and the Sharks Storm game.
But that's like I agree that if Hudson Young gets sent off for whatever the heck they chose that was for,
nothing. Yeah.
like how they ref this game like that is crazy.
There was an incident in this particular game in the first half. Was they running that way? Yeah, when they were running that way. So second half, where they forced one of the Broncos over the sideline. Liam Martin standing over the Broncos, like getting right in his face. And that's exactly what Hudson Young did.
Yeah, fair enough.
So if you're consistent, that's 10 minutes in the bin.
Look, Martin got...
And Luai doesn't play a minute this year either.
Martin,
For that matter.
Martin got his did get sent to the bin because he got hooked towards the end of the game. He was playing that
He did
poorly.
get hooked,
Look, at the end of the day, like controversy aside,
Great game.
Jed, really good point because we got to watch 2 teams compete till the 80th minute with a full complement of players. Yes, there was a couple of forward passes. Yes, there was a few calls that went this way, should have probably gone that way. But I think, can we say the better team won? And I don't know the answer to this.
Yeah, I don't
because the Broncos
I
played
think it was
poorly
a
in the
table
first
of 2 halves. So I think Panthers won the first half, Broncos won the second half. I think
It was Reynolds.
It wasn't the Broncos
Panthers really lost this because Liam Martin should have made that tackle on Willison after the offload.
True.
He thought the game was dead after the cleary.
He shuts
cut
down.
and he went this way and he stops Edwards and Edwards is trying to come
saw
across.
that, yeah.
And that's why he
Yeah.
got hooked because he wasn't concentrating. So he destroys that. There were 3 people there when Mariner scored that try.
Yeah.
Edwards was there. To'o was there, someone else was there. They should have made that tackle. So I'm happy to say Broncos were the better side because they had the opportunity to stop that.
In that second half, the Broncos did a really good job at exposing that. I think it's the left edge defence because the Dogs scored a couple of tries.
Yeah, good point.
A week before, and it's just not up to that's what
Overall, though, as footy lovers, how good is NRL?
It was an exciting game.
It's just like to see finals games going down to the last one. I know the Sharks stormed the game, but the Broncos Raiders.
You don't want it to be a blowout. You don't want it to be 40-0.
And just the atmosphere, even watching it, I hope Melbourne, Brisbane, that it's going to go down to the last 5 minutes.
They'll make sure of it. I've got another controversial opinion.
Yeah.
I think that there should be no penalties for head high contact when tackling Brian To'o.
You did bring this up, yeah, that's right.
Because he does this thing where he runs in the tackle and he ducks down like that.
Anyone that runs like that, and I want to add, anyone that runs backwards that gets penalised for a crusher.
Yeah.
Like if you're running backwards and there's a crusher, I want to say that's your fault.
Play on,
Yeah.
you crushing
Like,
yourself into it.
so
We've almost
if you're-
gone over the top with this crusher thing in a
Yeah.
way.
If you're doing an action that actively contributes to the thing,
Yeah.
I agree.
I was just
And there's-
contributing to.
There's quite a few. You were a great contributor.
Mate, you're
Actually,
the best
you've been
contributor.
contributing so well all year.
Toe is short.
Thanks.
I've been.
Can I keep
I've
my
been
job?
impressed. That's why I've let you come closer
Oh.
to me.
Toe is pretty short too.
Yeah.
So by him
Yeah.
lowering, he's bringing his head down to like 5 foot, if not under.
Yeah.
That's literally like chest height. How are you supposed to tackle him when he
Yeah.
puts
Well, you
his head
can't.
down?
And like, to gain meters, that's a great way to do it, and that's what you
Yeah.
do in union, right?
Yeah.
That's how you do it. But
He
in
was
rugby
probably the-
league, you're running flat out, drop your head. The guy's tackling you is like 2 feet taller than you at that point because you're ducking down. What are they supposed to do? Just let you run through?
Do you know what I'd like to see? Well, this is just completely out of something that we're talking about.
That's what we're
I'd like to
about.
see Toto play centre next year.
Yeah.
I think because if they could add
Can he
an
pass?
aerial, I don't know, but make Casey McLean can't pass. He plays centre. If he
good
passed,
hand.
there was 4 opportunities for him to pass in that game for Toto to score.
Yes.
Like, anyway. But if they could add an aerial threat as a winger, because they don't have one, they've never
Yeah.
had one, and put Toto in the centres, I think that takes them up again.
A couple of notable things. Payne Haas played 80 minutes.
Absolutely
In a
insane.
final, he put 44 tackles or something like that, 0 misses.
Yeah.
In the middle against Penrith.
And he was starting to look like Cam McGuinness at the end.
Yeah, he had a bit of blood.
Couple of
Yeah,
teeth
a bit,
missing, face munted.
Nathan Cleary forgot. Look, he's just proven that he's human, right? He forgot how to clutch at the end there. He going for that 2-point field goal. He should have been back there waiting for it.
There should have been. He should have done it 2 plays earlier.
2 plays earlier.
I don't know
so-
what he was thinking.
Look, it's good because it proves that he's not a robot. He is human. And so, there was one more stat that I wanted to talk about.
Kenny
but I can't-
destroyed the pass too.
Kenny.
Yeah.
Well, it went to Yo, and Yo tried to throw it all the
I
way
was
back
like,
to him.
oh. I was
But
like, what are you doing?
isn't it going to be nice to have a different grand final winner?
Yeah, it'd be
after
good.
So many
It'd be
years.
good.
As much as we all.
However,
Yeah.
to do that, Broncos need to sort out their hierarchy.
They do.
Because in that first half,
Good point. Yep.
it was clearly Ben Hunt not in charge. And he, like, you watch him, every play of the ball, he's like, who wants it? Who wants it? No one's. It's like he's waiting for the control. So obviously Reynolds would have been that spot. Reynolds was pretty average, to be honest. He was pretty average in the first half.
Okay.
He had that line break. The best thing he did was that clutch goal from the
The
sideline.
try assist was. pretty
Try
good.
assist was all right, but still not. And that's to be expected.
It's
Like
his
he
first
hasn't,
game
he hasn't
back,
played for 2 months.
Well, we all
But it's
wondered how that would click.
Second half, it obviously changed to who was giving the calls, and the Broncos flowed so much better.
But
when they
also,
did that.
I liked the most that I was worried that they were going to go back to how they were playing before Reynolds got injured, but they didn't. They still gave Reece the ball when he wanted the ball, and that's what I loved about it. And I hope that they keep that because every time he touches the ball right now, there's something happening.
He played better last game.
Yeah. Well.
Walsh.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah, no, I
Walsh
agree.
was phenomenal last game.
But he still won them this game with that last.
yeah, of course.
ditch
But
effort.
he wasn't. He didn't really.
He wasn't
yeah.
as good.
And also,
And also
Ezra Man was a bit
Stags.
average.
Stags. They weren't getting Stags the ball much.
I kept saying that. I'm like, get Stags
what
in
are
the
they
middle.
doing?
Get him some more ball.
The noticeable difference though, and you can't see it on those stats, but it was a defence that actually gave them
Oh,
more ball
their
time.
goal line.
So
defense.
you looked at those play
Yeah,
the ball
'cause-
speeds, but the actual play the ball speed for Penrith in the first half was 3.0.
Yeah.
Wow.
They were at 3 seconds, and they were not stopping that go forward. When they stopped the go forward, they could get some go forward, and then it gives Reynolds.
And I'll add the
More
last
time.
comment.
Oh,
What if I got something else?
No.
Second last comment.
Is that there's an argument the Panthers should have been up 18, 24-0 at one stage in that first half, but credit to the Broncos'
Their goal
defence.
line.
Their
Yeah.
goal line
Was
defence.
impeccable.
I
Very
don't
good.
know where the defence came from, eh?
Where has it come from?
Yeah, I
Especially
know.
changing up your defence, like your edges. You've put 2 new guys, fresh guys in there this week in Mam and Reynolds on either side, and their defense was.
Ben Hunt was a bit off. Was it Ben Hunt in the first half?
Yeah, probably in the first. When he went to dummy half, he looked better.
He was, yeah. I think.
Yeah, but that's because I reckon he wasn't the one making the calls.
No, I'm just talking about the edge defence.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway,
Where Alamotti
Roger
scored. Alamotti scored.
Yeah,
They were
yeah.
getting some inroads in there.
Yeah. Well, they hit that edge like 3 or 4 times, and they exposed that edge.
yeah.
So.
All right, we'll have a quick ad break, and we'll get back to and we'll talk about the grand final right after these commercials.
Croissant.
Grand final, last
Yes.
game of the season.
How grand is it going to be?
Let's do our
1 to
tips.
10.
I think it's like our Christmas. Like, it's better than Christmas, I reckon.
No.
Better than like.
Wrong.
Better
New
than
Year's
getting.
Eve, you reckon?
I mean, even like having kids is overrated.
I'm not going to touch that.
You can't really
Play
say
on.
that, can you, Jed?
Nice bait, Jed. Nice
Tell
bait.
you what, it's far better than owning a cat.
Well, that's true. That's true. Sorry, cat friends.
Sorry, I'm going to get the fire extinguisher to put that burn out. Jeez, Jace. All right, so grand final. Let's
If
do
you
our...
own a cat, I apologise to you. That was a direct attack on Jed.
Dogs,
not
dogs are better. But anyway, moving on. So
Broncos
59.
versus Storm.
They've played 59 games head to head. The Storm have won 43. The Broncos have won 15. The Storm are favourites at $1.74 to $2.10 for the Broncos. And
Don't bet because you know what you could be missing out on.
Do you know
all
what's
those
good?
things.
It's in Sydney.
It's in Sydney, neutral ground.
So this is probably one of the best games, not to have in Sydney for attendance, but to have in Sydney
Yeah.
to not have
Even.
blatant crowd control.
We've asked ChatGPT to tip, and they have gone the Storm. So let's get on with our tips. Jed, who are you tipping and why?
I've got to back up my tip from the start of the season and
Wow.
go Broncos.
Wow! I never thought I'd hear that.
But with all my body that's left of me, I'll be going for the Broncos. For the Storm.
Just a minute, Jed. You secretly love the
He
Broncos.
loves the Broncos.
Stop it.
No.
He does. He does.
He loved, doesn't he?
He
I
thinks
reckon he's
about.
got a jersey
He
at home. I reckon
dreams
he
about
gets
the
home,
Broncos.
the Roosters comes off,
No.
goes on. Alfie's got his own jersey. Hey?
Yeah.
Yep.
Because the only thing he doesn't like about the Broncos is the fans leaving 10 minutes to go.
Well, that and also the...
Oh, that is so annoying.
Do you know, last night, after the game, it was about 8:30, I was in the hallway, and the kids were asleep, so the house was pretty quiet. I hear this... Car drove past, and it windows down... This is like 2.5 hours after the game. People were just driving around, so I thought, oh, Jed would be stoked with that. It
that's-
probably was Jed.
That's just put me over the edge.
Oh no, you okay? You're going to tip... Oh, Jace, who are you tipping?
Oh, I hate them both. I hate them both so much.
You do. I do know that.
I hate the Storm because Storm Cronulla have such a bad rivalry,
They knocked you out too.
but I just hate the Broncos.
Just a little bit more.
And that, I don't know. I'll probably just cheer every time someone scores because the opposition let in a try. But I can't. Okay, I'm going to pick a winner, so
Yeah.
Storm.
Yeah.
But I'm not going for
Not because
anyone.
you're going for them, just because you think they'll win the
I
game.
hate the Storm. I do hate them, but think the Storm have an exceptional spine, and they are just so good.
Can't argue that. Matt,
It's a really tough one. Two of them probably the most deserving teams out of the competition this year.
Yep.
You know?
Except for maybe the Green Machine. I know they were probably deserving.
Yeah. Look, yeah, Broncos have probably been more deserving, I think. Well, not deserving, but showing potential. No, that's not even the right word. Look, I think Storm, I'm going to tip Storm, mainly because of their consistent finals appearances over the last 23 years. They're a well-oiled machine. They've got the extra day or two of rest.
Yeah.
Then the Broncos.
Bronx do have a short turnaround.
Broncos have a short turnaround because they played Sunday to Sunday, whereas Storm's Friday to Sunday.
Who cares?
Goes against your narrative, eh, Jed?
Yeah, for the first time ever.
Yeah, look, it's going to be an excellent game.
I don't want to
I'm just
argue all the
leaning
time we say
towards
something,
Storm.
but 7 days isn't short. It's just
Yeah,
short.
It's good.
Yeah,
Shorter. I didn't say short, did I?
No, I did.
Shorter. Yeah, look, I don't know. It's
Who
gonna
wins?
be- Paddy Carrigan's back.
Yeah, who wins?
You said Storm.
I'm just leaning towards Storm at this
Storm,
moment.
Who's
Yeah,
that, bro?
two.
So
With a
who will
1%
drop out
swing.
for Carrigan then?
Pax.
It could be Wilson.
Oh, even
Because Wilson came in for Carrigan.
Maybe. They were talking about Pax
Um,
getting dropped.
Pax or Ben Tolty,
Yeah,
which could
I
be. a
don't
big-
even remember seeing him, to be honest.
yeah.
I thought they should have started Jensen. So I know we've moved on. But,
Yeah.
I think I'd like to see Broncos win it just for something different, and it's been 19 years since
Oh,
they
if
won
it was any other team,
Oh, you know, when you say that, like, when someone says that, then I'm all of a sudden, I'm like, I just want the Storm to win.
Oh.
I don't know.
look,
Oh,
if,
this is killing
You're
me.
grinding his
This
gears,
is killing
Matt.
me.
If
Although,
the-
this game is killing me.
if the Broncos were named any other team, they could have been the North Korea Koalas or the Pakistan, you know, like Chimbis or I don't know.
Chimbies.
What's a chimney?
I don't know what a chimby is, but I want to find
that
it.
an animal?
Can you Google that? What
We're
a
about to
chimby
get
is?
taken off YouTube at this rate.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I would be going for them. One thing I do want to ask you, and we did briefly touch on before the recording of this episode,
Oh.
was do we take in any effect of the last result when the Broncos beat the Storm?
No,
And why?
because the Storm team did not have Harry Grant, Stefan,
Yeah?
who else was it? Like, there were so many players.
I think Hughes got hurt. That was the game that
Hughes got a broken arm 10 minutes in, or
Yeah.
whatever. No, this is a different Storm side.
Yeah.
And it's a different Broncos side, I admit, but
Yeah.
this Storm side and the experience in big games that they have,
Yeah.
no, I don't think it means anything.
I think.
My tip.
Oh, hang on. Before you do your tip, sorry to interject
I'll
there.
just sit here and shut up.
You don't- you don't
Broncos
get it to
were
me,
in the
right?
finals only 2 years ago, and that will be still a fresh memory for them that they are not going to want to have a repeat of that.
Yeah, so it could even be a thing that would spur them on,
Yeah.
Yeah.
or a thing that's going to go against them.
Mm.
And it'll be interesting to see.
Well, you also got Ben Hunt that wants redemption from 10 years ago. It's the story.
How
The
fun-
scripts are being
I just-
written.
No, I won't say that. But go
Everything's pointing towards Melbourne, right? Like they always say, like the year they lost last year, so it burns away at you for the year and it spurs you on. So that'll be
both lost.
Yeah.
that'll be
it's true.
well. They were Bronx were 2 years ago, but Melbourne's most recent, so that'll be eating away at Melbourne. They have hit form. Their squad is as strong as what it has been. Everything is pointing to Melbourne. But I've got one reason why I think the Bronx will do it. Reece Walsh. I think he's going to come out. See, we've been saying this. We said this about the Raiders. Bronx. The Raiders are going to get the job done. Raiders are going to get the job done. Bronx came out. They somehow won that. We all said the Panthers were going to get the job done against the Bronx. No one gave the Bronx much of a chance. There was a chance.
I did.
They
I
came
loved
out.
the
So did I. I
Broncos.
tipped them too. But do you know what I'm saying? Like in terms of favourites and who were favourites, Raiders are favourites. Panthers are favourites. Bronx have just found a way towards the latter part of the game. And two reasons. It's at night time.
Ooh.
And like Jace always says, the Bronx play better at night time. So I reckon Reece Walsh, nighttime game. And my head is saying Storm, but I've just got the script that you were just talking about then. The
Yeah.
script
I'll
has
tell you
Bronx
what,
written
I've got
on
an
it.
outrageous statement.
Go for it, Matt.
I'm going to support whoever wins the grand final next year.
Whoa!
That'll be my team.
Oh, okay. What about the Titans?
Stuff them.
Yeah.
Unless they're in the top 8.
But yeah,
Come on, you just got rid of all your team. You're going to get a whole new fresh team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Go to the top.
I jumped on the Raiders bandwagon. They let me down.
So to clarify, Bronx, Storm, Jed
at
Bronx,
this stage.
Matt Storm, Jason Storm, me Bronx.
yeah. Well, yeah, to quickly back you up there, Cal, I went to the 2006 Grand Final when
Did
the
ya?
Broncos played the Storm.
Wow.
And the Storm were raging hot favourites in that game. and the Broncos just found a way. Darren Lockyer, Shane Perry.
You know what it is? It's the Queensland spirit. It's the underdog.
Yeah.
Jason doesn't know about that.
Queenslanders love the underdog.
Queensland Storm side.
I've got a
Yeah,
stat
Queensland
for
team.
you.
It's Queensland team.
Really good stat. The Storm have never beaten the Bronx in a grand final. The Bronx have beaten the Storm in a grand
Do you know
final.
Storm have won 11 out of 22
What?
years?
Including the ones that were good national
Every
next
second year.
It's an incredible stat.
Yeah.
If the Storm win, does this make Craig Bellamy the greatest ever coach?
Yep.
No.
We
Who's the
probably
greatest ever then?
we need a whole,
In recent years, not going back 140 years.
we need to put some defining factors on what defines the greatest ever. Do you know what I mean? Like, because that's an open-ended question.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it's like comparing Thurston and Andrew Johns, right?
Yeah.
That they were halfbacks, but they were different players.
It's like comparing Jordan to LeBron.
I think
Jordan's the GOAT. by
I
the way.
would say Craig Bellamy is the greatest one club coach.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying.
But
But hang on, Wayne Bennett.
he's coached many clubs.
No. Sorry, I'm not talking about one club. I'm talking throwing him into the conversation of greatest coach ever. He's won 7
Depends what
times.
you base it on,
Yeah,
though.
so that's what I'm saying. I'm saying if you talk about one club coach,
So we need goalposts.
that's my goalpost.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
one club. I think if you're talking about multiple clubs, and I probably rate some of Wayne Bennett's
Yeah.
He did have
coaching grand finals
he did have a stacked
with
team.
Yeah, he had a
St
stacked
George,
team. Yeah.
but the St George one, like Ben Horby was a halfback.
Yeah.
Like,
But we're also talking about coaches
And
in our
then-
era too. Like,
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Like,
like-
Jack Gibson's
Jack
probably.
Gibson was amazing, but then you know when you talk about no salary cap too,
Yeah.
it's a bit different.
So that's what I mean. We would need to
Modern
have that
era.
combo. We'd need to have
Anyway.
goalposts set up for
Yeah.
it. Jed.
Oh,
Sorry,
Well-
Jed. Sorry, Jed wants to finish the show.
Oh, Jed,
so-
you doing the
If
outro?
Broncos win, Madge has got to be coach of the year.
yes.
I've got a theory.
Can he come back to the Blues?
If you look at
You can have more
Maguire's
everything.
recent coaching, right? He has won the first season when he takes on a new team is phenomenal, and then the next season it drops away. He did it with New Zealand. He did it with.
I think it was 3 for the Rabbits. I think he had 3 good years.
Did he?
Yeah.
I thought he had one
Because
really
you know
good year
you
and then it
2
dropped away.
prelims and then a grand
2
final.
prelims, grand
Yeah.
final.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, well there goes that.
But I
theory.
hear you. But I think because I thought maybe he wasn't a great coach when he went to the Tigers, but I think
He
the
got him to
Tigers'
9.
atmosphere is just the worst place.
Did you hear the news
Ever.
that Tigers, the owners of the Tigers, has bought the Sunshine Coast Lightning netball team?
Oh, is all
No. The former owners,
Oh,
Justin
former.
Pascoe.
Pascal and
And
Hippie.
Yeah, him.
Yeah.
The former owners of the West
former
Tigers.
owners,
Right.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Not Shane Richardson. Shane Richardson's the new CEO. Which on that
Lee is.
Lee, yeah. The Shane Richardson has taken the Tigers from in the red to in the green this year, so he's done wonders behind the scenes. Anyway, what are we
Anyway,
talking
what are we talking about the Tigers?
It's the
for?
grand final.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens.
But you know what's going
I'd
to
much
happen?
prefer to talk about that.
At the end of the day, we can all agree. Jed says outrageous things, and rugby league is the best game on earth. Make sure you hit that like.
Hey, whoa.
Oh,
Oh, come
Go
on!
home.
shit, got a big day
Roosters
tomorrow.
girls are playing in the grand
Oh,
final.
yeah.
Verse.
Versus
Sharks
the
were
Broncos. Broncos are
By
probably
ourselves.
Roosters haven't lost a game in like 18 games or something, but the Broncos did look very good against Newcastle. But I'll be barracking for my girls, and then Burleigh Bears play the Warriors, and Warriors have Jet Cleary playing for them.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll be watching both of those games.
And the Reds 2-0. Not the Reds. What was the cricket team? Queensland
Bulls.
Bulls.
Oh,
2-0.
There you
Yeah,
go.
we lost the
Undefeated.
Bledisloe as well.
Yeah.
Anyway.
We're throwing random sports in there.
Yeah.
Don't we always lose the country?
Probably.
Do we ever win?
Yeah, we do that.
Anyway, that's it for this week.
Vegan.
Thanks for tuning in and listening to us. If you're still here, really appreciate it. Do us a
Subscribe.
favour, hit that like button, hit the share button, follow on Spotify, all that stuff. And we might be back next week. Who knows?
Well, we will be.
We'll be back.
Wrap up the
We'll
year.
recap it.
We'll be back. next
We're
week.
going to do a recap
There'll be
of
one
your
less
club.
person.
I've decided.
It'll be
just
quick
to-
for the Cowboys, that's for sure.
These guys have a good life, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.